human health, agriculture, and forest productivity. UV radiation can harm plants in multiple ways. It can destroy chlorophyll, carotenoids, stomatoal function, biomass production, and photosynthetic activities, as well as DNA and protein damage. So previous research talk about the effect, how UV radiation can affect plants. They must measure UV radiation. So the UV radiation was measured pretty much by a broadband type of pyranometer that cannot separate the direct UV radiation and diffuse the UV radiation from the total. And also it cannot measure specific UV radiations, like specific UV wavelengths. So in our research, we have employed a new type of spectral radiometer to build an automated UV monitoring network station that can measure different type of, a direct, diffused, and total solar radiation and specific UVA and UVB wavelengths. So as you all know, solar radiation has 3 portions. We do not receive any UVC, but the UV radiation we receive on the Earth, that is 95% UVA and 5% UVB. So now let's talk about trees. Trees are the largest biomass on Earth. They provide enormous benefit to our society, particularly in the urban areas. We need the trees for shading, for beautification, for the shelter, for all kind of benefits. So now the question is, how do trees protect themselves from harmful UV radiation, because they cannot move, not like us? How much UV radiation the tree canopy can intercept? So to answer that question, we built a monitoring station that is mobile, so we can put underneath the tree canopy, and then we also can use the station little bit near as the control, measuring the radiation above the tree canopy. So that including the UV multi-filter rotation shadow band radiometer that can measure 3 bands of UVB and 4 bands of UVA, and data collection we measured above tree canopy and below tree canopy. So that's the standard UV monitoring network station that is part of USDA UVB monitoring network, and that's how it look like in the field. And we built this station for the canopy measurement. Then we use the nearby Ben-Hur farm, which is 10 miles away from our campus, as above canopy, a measurement. So the both equipment are synchronized. They use the USDA UVB monitoring networks, a protocol. So for the data processing and measurements, we measure the summer, fall, winter, and spring from 2017 to 2018, 4 seasons. Each season we measured 12 days and of 3 large level of trees. Each tree we measure in the 4 directions. And the measurement was from morning to the evening and at 3 minutes increment. So that's how it looks like in the field. And the data format, including the 4 bands of the UVA and 3 bands of UVB. Then we measured above canopy minus below canopy reading, we get the canopy reduction of the UV radiation. And we use the reduction percent divided by the above, we get the percentage of reduction. And then we get a total daily dose by adding all the radiation wavelengths together, multiply 180 seconds, because every 3 minutes we get a measurement. So our data was aligned with the USDA monitoring network and validated through the Colorado State University. That's where the network station is located. And this is a typical wavelengths to show how the above, how the UV radiation look like in the 5 wavelengths above tree canopy. This is the information below the tree canopy. You can see the tree canopy can reduce significant amount of UV radiation. And I want to just show a couple examples. This is a measurement in the spring. As you all know, spring have a lot of clear sky days, so it's a good time to really figure out, how much UV can be reduced by the tree canopy. In this situation, you can see this is the total UVB. Tree can really intercept up to 90%, and on the diffused radiation, which is less, and diffused because they're scattering all directions. And the UV radiation, in terms of direct UV radiation, tree canopy can almost intercept 100%. So similar trend can show in the UVA situation. So in terms of the wavelengths, here shows that it's a little bit small. With increasing wavelengths, the reduction power also increase. As a matter of fact, this is the diffused radiation was the direct and the total. Diffused radiation above tree canopy and below, actually there's a lot. So like cloudy days, don't think you don't get UV. Cloudy days, actually you get a lot of UV radiation. So you still need to protect yourself during the cloudy days.